everyone. This is your lobbyist, Robyn Rowen, coming to you from our new world headquarters in Minnetonka. It is only 5 days away from the election, and so I'm going to provide you with a brief election preview. Please note that I said preview and not prediction. I don't do predictions because I don't enjoy being wrong. So what I'm going to do instead is give you the keys to predict what's going to happen Tuesday night so you can look super smart with your friends and family when you're watching the election results on Tuesday. First and foremost, a Republican presidential candidate has not won Minnesota since 1972. It seems unlikely that Trump will break this trend this year. However, it's important to keep in mind that Trump is actually closing the gap with Biden. He is now only 5 points behind, which is within the margin of error. The race is also much tighter than it was in September, where Biden had a 9-point lead. It's also interesting to keep in mind that at this exact time, back in 2016, Hillary Clinton had an 8-point lead over Trump, and Trump ended up losing by only 1.5%. So by that math, Trump could actually be ahead right now, and this is why I don't make predictions. But it's how the polling numbers break down in Minnesota that tell the real story. In urban areas, Biden leads Trump by 28%. However, in rural areas, Trump leads Biden by 29%. In the suburbs, Biden is ahead by 10, and the suburbs are going to be key here. Trump could pull off a Minnesota win if there is a huge rural turnout and he narrows Biden's lead in the suburbs. A big rural turnout and a Trump surge in the suburbs would also help down-ballot candidates such as Jason Lewis in his attempt to defeat U.S. Senator Tina Smith and the two hot congressional races. But it is the state legislative races that will be the true bellwethers of what's going to happen. As you know, or may have guessed by the deluge of direct mail you may have received, all 201 legislative seats are up for re-election. All eyes are on the Minnesota Senate, however, where the Senate Republicans have a slim 2-seat majority that they are trying to defend. Senate Republican Majority Leader Paul Gazelka is optimistic that he will hold on to the Senate and possibly add some additional seats. Of course, Minority Leader Senator Susan Kent is also optimistic that she will be able to flip the Senate with a comfortable margin. So how do we make sense of all this? The battle for the control of the Senate will be fought in the suburbs. The races to watch on election night are Maple Grove, Stillwater, and Rochester. All 3 seats are home to Republican senators that the DFL is trying to unseat. In Maple Grove alone, outside groups have spent over $1.5 million trying to unseat Republican Senator Warren Limmer, who has been an outspoken obstacle to gun reform or a strong defender of Second Amendment rights, depending on your position. Whether these areas stay red or not will likely depend upon Trump's margin in the suburbs. If he can close the gap from 10% to 4 to 5, even better 3, the Republicans have a chance. It is absolutely no accident that Trump is planning to be in Rochester on Friday. Like most things in 2020, election night won't be like any other election night because there's been a new rule implemented that will allow the state to take extra time to count ballots. When the votes are finally counted, the new legislature will have their work cut out for them. At the top of the list will be resolving a $5 billion deficit. How that deficit is resolved will depend upon the makeup of the legislatures. Republicans are more comfortable cutting the budget. Democrats tend to be more comfortable raising revenue. Governor Walz has said that absolutely everything will be on the table, including the legalization and taxation of recreational marijuana. So I've been trying to do the math and figure out how much marijuana Minnesotans would actually have to smoke to resolve a $5 billion deficit. Not sure what that number would be, but it might be a good year for everyone. But seriously, large deficits make for very dangerous times. The last time Minnesota faced a significant deficit, a proposal that would have taxed services, including insurance services, almost passed the legislature. Right now in New Jersey, the New Jersey legislature is poised to pass a bill that would tax financial transactions. We are going to need to be very vigilant and very vocal to protect our interests. But as you know, no matter what happens, we will be there for you, protecting your business and protecting your clients. So in the interim, please vote. Happy Election Day.